Monster High brings me so much nostalgia. This doll line, along with the stories, the diversity, truly changed my life. But before we hop into why Monster High will always be my number one, please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Now let's get right into this video. Monster High is a doll line by Mattel that debuted back in 2010. But not only were the dolls phenomenal and amazing, their message of inclusivity and acceptance as a kid really hit me hard, especially considering at home I wasn't getting enough of that. I didn't really feel accepted by people around me. So the Monster High universe gave me that. These characters were my friends in my head. It was a place I could just escape to. It definitely helped me cope with life as a kid, even going into my teenage years. First, let's hop into the thing that really caught my attention at first. The thing that really got me into Monster High was the dolls. Now, as far as the dolls go, you will not see any other doll line giving what they're giving. I'm sorry, you're not going to see no other doll with a bat shoe. You're not going to see no other doll with an electric switch shoe. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see no other doll with a moon-shaped heel. Each doll had designs and shoes that were very unique to them. And even with that, they came with diaries, pets, and stands. Unboxing a Monster High doll was an experience. You know what I'm saying? You had to really get into everything that was the doll, and then it came down to all the little pieces and accessories, the pets, and then you had the diaries, which were not short and cute stories, by the way. There was a lot to really get into. You had a full bio, you had the freaky flaw, you had their favorite food, their pets, their parents. Like, it really got into everything. And like, a lot of these characters had like tragic stories of how they died, but I also feel like for kids it kind of brings in that like realistic aspect, like, okay, this character went through some tragic stuff before, they went through a lot, but now they're here with people who support them and love them and care about them. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just sorry to get deep, but like, it just really like, but that's why I just love Monster High. Like, the stories go so deep. There's so much to learn about. There's so much we still are learning to this day, like stuff that still comes out that we're still catching on to and learning to this day. Like, the stories just go deep. And while also having those very like deep parts that really make you connect to the characters, them themselves are just very different because they're monsters. You know what I'm saying? You got the daughter of Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman. Like, there's so many different stories and legacies there. And these aren't people we see on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't freaking see the Wolfman just walking down the street, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just love Monster High. It's very different, you know? Like, I feel like if you don't know anything about dolls, you walk into someone's place, you see some Monster High dolls, you're gonna be like, oh, what are these? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just very interesting. They're very different. Like, and just the way they dress them and design them, like, they're very specific to them. Like, you won't see Amy Vanda from Rainbow High wearing Dracula's boots, or, you know, like, the way that they dress and the way that they even talk and even the puns, like, no other doll line could be doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though they may do something like it, like, the way that Monster High does it is just very unique to them. And I love like the gothic aspect, the creepy aspect. Like, I just love them being monsters. Like, I just live for everything Monster High. And don't get me wrong, there's so many other doll lines with deep stories and, you know, really good positive messages and great dolls. But just for me, Monster High just hits differently. Like, their fashion sense will make somebody look at you. So that makes somebody look, be like, hold on, girl, what is you wearing? You know, that's what I want. Something that's gonna stand out. And I feel like that's very much what Monster High fashion is. Something that will stand out on the shelf compared to other doll lines. Because, you know, you do have like Rainbow High, Ever After High, you know, all these other doll lines that do have amazing fashion. The dolls are amazing, but none of them just hit like Monster High dolls do for me. And yes, I'm very aware of the quality that other companies and other doll lines provides, probably even better than Monster High. So I'm very aware of that. I'm aware of the pricing, just how everything works and what's going on. I'm very aware of all of that. You know what I'm saying? But Monster High is just different to me. Like, the dolls themselves would just be amazing. Some of them have tails, some of them have huge ears, some of them freaking have shaved cuts, you know, all different types of hairstyles, all different types of looks, different colors. And like, even the characters that do kind of look alike or look similar in some ways really don't look alike like that. And I really appreciate that about these dolls. they were looked at as weird compared to like the normies in their world, you know what I'm saying? Because they're monsters, they were normies, and like they were always looked at as weird and different. And I was kind of always related to that because, you know, I'm a black gay male, and even though in my own household as a kid, you know, me being gay was not okay, and I wasn't really accepted. So that has always stuck with me even to this day, because Monster High is very inclusive. Like, they invite so many different types of people to come to this monster high school, you know what I'm saying? Different people from all over the world. So I feel like it's a really good message for kids, just so they can see like there's different types of people in the world. You know, we're not all the same, and to learn to just love each other and care for each other. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a very positive message. And I feel like Monster High did a really good job of getting that across. Like, even like the little gems and small things that they would show in the movies, them supporting each other, defending each other. Like, I'm sorry, Monster High is just sickening. I'm sorry, she eats the girls up. Now, I definitely think that when Monster High comes back, some things will have to change. Not necessarily change, but I feel like they should give us more representation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should get more hair textures, because I don't think we've ever seen braids on the Monster High dolls. Like, Claudine with braids would be everything. A freaking Howleen with braids. Like, I feel like we should do some type of braids, some type of hair textures, because I feel like that's something that's lacking in the doll community, period. Like, very few doll lines are starting to have like super curly afros and curly hair. Naturalistas is a really good line that's doing that now. But I feel like that's definitely something we need more of. I also think that Monster High would be the perfect doll line to do an LGBTQ character. Like, I feel like that would be perfect, most definitely. Because there were characters that were originally, you know, thought out to be like LGBTQ, but, you know, they said it wasn't the right time. I feel like now is the perfect time for that. Bratz is coming out with their Pride 2-pack. Maybe Mattel can go ahead and do theirs with Monster High. I think it's the perfect time. I think it's about that time. I definitely say that probably is a big step for them, but I feel like it's a big step that's needed for the dog community and just for Monster High. Like, that would be everything if they finally gave us that, because we've been wanting that forever. And they said this new Monster High story is supposed to be more relevant and like inclusive. And what better way to show that off? What better way to do that than to maybe give Claudine a little female lover? You know what I'm saying? Just look. And they at least have to have a little moment in the movie or something. Like, I don't know. I don't want it to just be dolls. I would like to see a little moment. But, you know, if we could at least get dolls, that would be cool too. But it would be an even more iconic moment if they decided to like include a little scene inside the movie or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like we need that, most definitely. I would like to hear all your guys' thoughts and opinions on Monster High. What's your favorite Monster High movie? Your favorite Monster High doll? Is Monster High your favorite doll brand? And if it's not, tell me why. Tell me why it couldn't be your favorite. Tell me why it is your favorite. I want to hear everything you guys have to say down below. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. And make sure you guys are always being yourself and staying true to who you are, because you are yourself that at least. Peace, y'all.